Let's talk about this idea of meeting in the middle politically, because I often have the privilege of being forced into polite conversation with people whose political ideology is diametrically opposed to mine. For example, I was just on a panel about news creator strategies with Emily Austin. A couple nights ago, I was at an event to welcome the Ukrainian ambassador to the United States, and I was in holding with a Russian conservative content creator. And because this is creator land, event organizers always think that we all know each other, and so they always put us at the same table or in the same green rooms, and most of the time you don't know who the other creators are, so you start chit-chatting and trying to find something you agree upon. So in my desperate attempt to constantly fill the void, I'm always trying to see what could be a center point to start to talk to somebody about and then maybe move out into a deeper conversation. So I've been talking about the fact that Donald Trump wants to defund or categorize nonprofit organizations as terrorist cells. And something you might be surprised by is whether they are as far right MAGA as Emily is, or as traditional conservative as that Russian guy was, or they're as far left as I am. We all agree that attacks on nonprofit organizations and charities is not the vibe. Also talked a lot on this channel about Bari Weiss, the right-wing media darling who is taking over as editor at CBS News. Well, her organization is also talking about it because the Free Press has a headline out right now that reads, "Conservative Philanthropy CEO to Trump, don't attack liberal nonprofits." Quote, Lawson Bader, the president and CEO of Donors Trust. Donors Trust is an organization Democrats often call the dark money ATM. Anyway, he told the Free Press that the stream of retaliatory rhetoric since Charlie Kirk's assassination has the possibility to weaponize philanthropy in a way that is antithetical to philanthropic freedom. Anyone who threatens the nonprofit status of law-abiding organizations narrows the important boundary between citizen and state. We all agree, no president should have the right to silence their critics. The First Amendment comes first because it's the most important. And threatening nonprofit organizations and NGOs has nothing to do with justice or safety. It's a coordinated effort that not only undermines the rule of law, but also makes it very difficult for these charities to provide the services that they promise to their community members. It endangers the privacy and freedom of everyday citizens to use their money or their voice to support certain organizations. And this is a place that people are coming together. When President Trump threatened to disarm the radical left lunatics, the NRA, a deeply Republican organization, said that they would not support any disarmament for anyone. And yes, that includes trans people. It is not the government's job to tell nonprofit organizations what they can and cannot say. And it is very dangerous to the individual to have Trump saying that if you support certain organizations he deems terrorist cells, he may come after you directly. Away from the partisan and divisiveness of the internet, away from the bots in the comments, people in little green rooms who online don't agree with each other about anything else agree about this. If we don't stop it, it is a slippery slope to authoritarianism from here.